Hi, everybody. As promised or suggested, I was going to do 2 songs today, so I'm going to do that. And we have so many songs to get to. I think I should be doing more than 1 a day, right? I mean, thousands in the world of music, and we've just scratched the surface. We haven't even got to Tool, every song by Led Zeppelin, every song by the Grateful Dead. I mean, Pink Floyd. We have a mammoth amount of music to get to. But today we'll just start with Carly Simon, You're So Vain, originally thought, and partly so, mainly to be about, I believe she was dating James Taylor, and she was saying he's very vain, V-A-I-N. My supposition, You're So Vain, V-E-I-N. Let's get to it. There's so much here, like almost every line, every word. I'm just gonna give you the big points so I don't overwhelm you. Here we go. You're so vain. You walked into the party like you were walking onto a yacht. Heroin. Walked into the party being the blood, the heart, right? Getting high, like you were walking onto a yacht, right? Strolled on, because you know you're the man, and the yacht, pleasure cruiser, boat, train, car, Cadillac, Learjet. It's always movement to get up the vein. Walked into the party like you walked onto a yacht. Your hat strategically dipped below one eye. Your scarf, it was apricot. Your hat strategically dipped below one eye. Your hat, the hat that covers, right? The blood, the skin, strategically dipped below one eye. What's on the bottom of a syringe? Whoa. Okay. On the bottom of a syringe is a teeny little eye that allows the fluid, the heroin, the blood, to escape, right? Your hat strategically dipped below an eye. Your scarf, it was apricot. Your scarf, because you pull up the blood. You're scarfing the blood. When you scarf something, you eat it, right? Your scarf, it was apricot. What color is apricot? Like a pinkish reddish, right? Like an apricot color with blood. You had one eye in the mirror as you watched yourself gavotte. One eye, I just cut myself. You had one eye in the mirror, you're staring in the mirror. As you watched the blood, you watched the vein, as you watched yourself gavotte. What is gavotte? Sort of move along. That's what the word means. You gavotte, you sort of stroll along. And all the girls dream that they'd be your partner. The blood would be your partner with the heroin. They'd be your partner, and you're so vain. I probably think the song is about you. Don't you. Don't do heroin. Okay, next verse. You had me several years ago when I was still quite naive. You had me several years ago. You had the vein several years ago. Repeated use of heroin. What's a year? A revolution around the sun. One revolution. What is the sun referred to? It's always the sun, the mountain, the top. But the sun, it's the center where the blood is, that releases the blood to the vein, that distributes it to the heart, the brain, the pleasure. When I was still quite naive, a young vein, early, fresh, that's what you need. When you go back and forth into the same vein, not a naive vein, a used vein, you get venous sclerosis. It is a hardening, a drying. It's a course. The vein dries up, you can't get accessibility to the blood, and you need a clean line. You had me several years ago, I was still quite naive, and when you said that we made such a pretty pair, and that you would never leave. Loved. The heroin loved me, right? And we were a pretty pair together. But you gave away the things you loved, and one of them was me. You gave me away. The blood, it's gone. Over and over and over. It's not naive. You gave it away. I had some dreams. There were clouds in my coffee, clouds in my coffee, clouds in my coffee. Clouds it's a little intricate. When you draw it up from the spoon, the heroin, after you cook it up, it looks like a little cloud. It's like you have to go into a cotton ball. They all refer to it often as clouds because it's a little cotton ball, looks like a little cloud in the spoon. You're so vain, you probably think the song is about you. I had some dreams, there were clouds by coffee, clouds by coffee. Okay. Well, I hear you went up to Saratoga and your horse naturally won. You went up to Saratoga, And your horse naturally won. Saratoga is a famous horse race area. Saratoga Springs, New York. All right. And your horse naturally won. We discussed this on other videos. The most common phrase for heroin is horse. H. Also smack, dope, shit, junk, but horse constantly. Here you are, Saratoga, and your horse likes won. Then you flew your Learjet up to Nova Scotia to see the total eclipse of the sun. Let's just stick with the main part. Flew your Learjet up to Nova Scotia to see a total eclipse of the sun. The heart. What happens when you shoot heroin? It infiltrates the heart. It gets there. The vein goes up to the heart, and it sort of hijacks it, takes it over, right? That's why opiate deaths are so high. It takes over. If it still works and you get high, it's it's the main thing, and it speaks to it. The heroin is that powerful. That's why opiate, fentanyl, heroin deaths are, what they are. Your horse naturally won. You must feel well, you're where you should be all the time, and when you're not, you're with some underworld spy. You're trying to get underneath to find another vein. You're spying. Or the wife of a close friend, you go to another vein, the wife of a close friend. They're all friends, the veins. They all work together. All right, you're so vain, you probably think this song is about. All right, we did it. 6:18, we like to keep it under 7. I love you. DrDean2112 at Gmail. We will be back with episode 9, I believe. This was episode 8. Love you, ciao.